So here's the UFC featherweight champion, Ilia Topuria, undefeated when he arrived at the title fight against Alexander Volkanovski, and he was able to break through and get the job done. There is an undeniable sophistication to his game. He is a layered striker. He can grapple, he can wrestle. I haven't seen anything resembling a weakness on film, but I think his greatest asset is his ability to stay calm, cool, and collected in combat, and also to exercise some patience when it comes to pursuing a finish. He's one of the best finishers in the division, but it is never forced, it is never bat out of hell, and that's why right now he's the hunted and not Volkanovski at 145 pounds. All right, both fighters have now touched down on the world-famous octagon, ready to go with more live action from Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas, USA. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Max Blessed Holloway. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, so here he is, the still undefeated Spaniard, Ilia Topuria, and even before he became the world champion, his Instagram bio said UFC featherweight champion. Self-belief and confidence are not issues for one of the more sophisticated fighters and athletes on this roster. He just has a wisdom and a maturity that belies his years, and that's why even in a matchup like this, he will be patient, he will be calculated, and when a window opens to close the show, more than likely, he'll close it. There's that jab from Max Holloway. Didn't take him long to find a home for that tonight.
I mean, Max Holloway constantly fights behind the jab, and you would expect it at the start of every single fight. The jab leads to everything else that he does inside the octagon.
Effective with the jab. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Nice body kick.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Edge of your seat action as expected thus far.
What a fight. My goodness, what a fight. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Hands up. Holloway gets tagged with that jab. Pretty good weapon for him tonight. Oh, misses with the jab. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, I mean kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Just missed with the left there. Well, you see why Holloway is such a fan favorite. Beautiful land there with the left hand, and now we'll see what he can do with it. Just over 3 minutes to go now. That landed. Worked hard for that single leg takedown. No good. Low kick is there. Straight right hand, no good. And he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. overhand punch to the head. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Nice block.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Nice combination by the champ. That's some power there.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there, just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble. Good punch there.
Max Holloway at his best in the stand-up here tonight. Could there be any better representation of Hawaiian MMA than Max Blessed Holloway?
Relax, relax. Keep your hands up for now.
Well, missed on that one.
Let me see that hook now.
Good jab there by the champion.
Topuria is pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear to be affecting him all that much, but he's absorbed a lot of strikes to the head. Got to figure out a way to raise the guard and be more defensively sound. Under a minute to go. The kick is there to the body. Holloway's strike attempt there is blocked. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Unable to connect there. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Topuria gets lit up by that straight punch. Oh, that's a brutal cut on his nose there. He is bleeding. Round two is next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Ready, fight. Ready.
Round two underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Let's go. Straight down the middle. That was awesome.
Very fast leg kick lands for him.
So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not going to not get hit anymore. Right now, he's got to do something to try to limit the damage. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad. Oh, my goodness.
Holloway's kick to the body is blocked.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Oh, great block there. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he's showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
mean, what else can you say about that Max Holloway jab? Just makes it look easy.
He makes it look easy, and now he's throwing them more. He's throwing more jabs because he has an understanding of what his opponent is doing in return every time he throws the shot. This guy's good, man. And we have seen, oh, he's got the choke. That's in pretty deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor. Nicely done.
He's got to find a way back to his feet.
Topuria ground and pound from half guard. All right, feet on the hips here. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Topuria. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Topuria gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off. You take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, not exactly what we thought we would see out of this jiu-jitsu fighter. He's had a lot of success on the feet, and I think this is why sometimes the film can lie if you lean too heavily into it.
Absolutely. I mean, you think you're coming in here to fight a grappler, and this guy looks like a boxer tonight. His hands have looked crispy. His kicks, everything that he is doing has worked, and I think this is partly due to the fact that you think he's trying to take you down, when in reality, this guy can fight everywhere.
Holloway's eye is closing up. All right, round three coming up next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the stool.
This is what happens when you get two very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next round.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Let's get busy with those hands now, man.
Back and forth we go. All right, well, if you like blood, perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really started to open up wide now.
It's starting to open up, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad right now. It's still bloody, but it's not really limiting his ability to continue. Let's see if he can get through this and win this fight.
Holloway going for the leg kick. He misses.
Oh, big punch land. Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks.
Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different. He's got to be very careful because look for his opponent to go over the top now that he set him up.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area with great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. As Johnson gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice.
Power shots landing on both sides, and the chins continue to hold up.
Oh.
A little single collar tie there. Holloway's tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time, and you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lim. Trying to stay in this fight! About 2 minutes here to go in round 3. Topuria's elbow attempt here blocked by the defense. Trying to establish that jab once again. Topuria is able to land another strike right there, right on the previously damaged nose. No surprise to see the fighter continue to attack that part of the opposition. Oh, he just continues to... Places there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Well, he has certainly kept the punch counters busy tonight. He's landed a ton of significant strikes and clearly is winning this fight tonight. All right, breaking the action here. No surprise to see the referee call for the doctor to look at that eye, which is essentially swollen shut at this point.
Yeah, it's swollen shut. I mean, the end swell is not working. Sometimes the swelling is too much and you have to save the fighter from themselves.
Well, this is a good sign. The doctor talking to the referee. And the fight will continue, at least for now.
Yeah, this is a good decision. I mean, swelling can be superficial. He seems like he wants to compete. Let's go.
All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely. And I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Topuria's body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now. Oh, he leads with the right hand there. A lot of these strikes are set up by good footwork, yes?
They are set up by good footwork, and he's not having to throw the jab.
Head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Oh, big left hand! All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. Man, this fight has been pretty wild. A lot of high-octane output on both sides, and candidly, neither fighter looking too good here.
It's the output. I mean, both of these guys have got their foot on the gas from the start of the fight. They've worked really, really hard to get to where they are right now. They're both going to have to rely on the toughness to drag them through the very difficult moments.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Holloway's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. Just out of range with the straight left hand. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up, but I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting.
Oh, nice block. All right, well, the local hospital might be busy later tonight. What an absolute war this has been. The Cutmen have done a pretty good job, but both guys are leaking in the face here.
Yeah, they're working full tonight. I mean, the Cutmen are having to try to piece these two together after every single round. But this has been fun. This has been a fun fight between two incredibly tough mixed martial artists, and they are laying it on the line.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. Topuria's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding. All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job. Fighter lands a nasty.
Huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent's still
but he's not up too much. Massive shot.
stop it, and he will.
Holy smokes.
What a fight! So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Let's get it inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 19 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the World, Max Blessed Holloway.
All right, so you heard it there from Buffett. Goes into the books as a TKO for Max Blessed Holloway, and I'm sure he'll be FaceTiming you Monday morning to celebrate. What a huge win.
Huge win for Max Holloway. John, you and I